In a world that moves faster than our thoughts can catch up, it's no wonder so many of us feel lost, scattered. But what if the path to finding yourself isn't in doing more, but in returning to less? To what is essential? What is timeless? What is true? Today, I want to share with you 8 Stoic practices I've personally used to reinvent my life and ones you can begin using today to reinvent yours in 2025. 1. Embrace voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that to live well, we must first learn to be okay with discomfort. When I first became a monk, we slept on the floor and woke at 4 a.m. every day. Not because comfort was bad, but because discomfort was a teacher. Try this. Take a cold shower once a week. Skip a meal intentionally. Walk instead of drive. By choosing discomfort, you gain control. You stop letting fear dictate your limits. 2. Practice memento mori. Memento mori, remember you must die. Not to be morbid, but to remind us, life is fragile, precious. I keep a small stone on my desk. It's smooth and dark. Every day I see it, I remind myself I may not be here tomorrow. So how will I live today? Ask yourself, if this were your last week, how would you spend it? If you can answer that clearly, you've already begun reinventing your life. 3. Focus only on what you can control. There's a prayer I use to whisper as a novice: let me accept what I cannot change and give all I have to what I can. This is the essence of Stoicism. We suffer most when we try to control what isn't ours, people's opinions, outcomes, the future. But peace comes when we anchor ourselves in what is ours, our thoughts, our choices, our reactions. Let go of the rest. That's not giving up. That's growing up. 4. Journal daily. Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, wrote personal reflections every day, not for others, but for himself. I do the same. 1 page, morning or night. No rules. Journaling is where confusion becomes clarity. It's where the noise in your head settles into whispers you can understand. Begin tonight. Write what you feel, what you fear, what you hope for. The page will hold it all and return you to yourself. 5. Negative visualization. Imagine losing what you love, not to be sad, but to be grateful. When I drink tea, I pause before the first sip. I imagine not having it. And then suddenly, it's not just tea, it's a gift. When you visualize loss, you begin to see abundance. Try this with people, with time, with your health. Nothing is promised. That's what makes it all sacred. 6. Live with intention, not reaction. Most people react to life like it's throwing punches. But the Stoic walks through life like a dancer, aware, deliberate. One of my mentors would wake and ask, what kind of person do I want to be today? Not what to do, but who to be. Ask yourself the same. Let your calendar match your character. Let your choices echo your values. Stop reacting. Start designing. 7. Cultivate inner stillness. In a monastery, silence is not emptiness, it is clarity. We filled our days with breath, not noise. You don't need to be a monk to find stillness. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. Breathe. Let your thoughts come. Let them go. Stillness is not a lack of movement. It's the root from which wise movement grows. 8. Be of service. Finally, the Stoics knew the good life is not just about you. Seneca wrote, no one can live happily who only thinks of themselves. The deepest peace I've ever felt came not from achieving anything, but from serving someone quietly, freely, without reward. Ask today, who can I help even in a small way? Because in lifting others, we rise ourselves. Conclusion. To reinvent your life in 2025, you don't need a drastic change. You need a deeper return to wisdom, to stillness, to self. These 8 Stoic practices aren't about becoming someone new. They're about remembering who you've always been. If this brought you even a moment of calm, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if your heart needs more of this every week. Until next time, walk slowly, breathe deeply, live wisely.